What's going on, everybody? It's good to be back with you. My name is Pastor Kevin, and I'm the pastor at Spirit Alive Church here in Kenosha, and I am excited to be joining you again for virtual confirmation. I know it's not what any of us really want to do for confirmation, but good on you guys for sticking with it, for diving deep into your faith and learning more about some of the core pieces that make up our tradition. We've been learning about the commandments lately, and you guys have learned the first 3 up to this point. Let's see, what are they? No other gods besides God, right? Do not take the Lord's name in vain. Okay, we got that one. And remember the Sabbath, keep it holy. Well, those 3 commandments all are about relationship, right? Like all of our commandments about relationship with who? Me? No. God? Yes. All of those first 3 commandments are about relationship with the divine. Maybe the vertical access, if you will. But from here on out, the final 4 through 10 commandments are going to be about relationship between one another, person to person, and indeed sometimes with creation itself. So we're going to dive into that today with number 4, which I think number 4 is Martin Luther called it the most important of our commandments of this section about how we relate to our neighbors and one another. But I think if I was to rank the commandment that young people dislike the most, it would be this one. Why? Do you know why? Because here it is. Boom. 4th commandment. Honor your father and mother. Honor your parents. Which every young person ever is probably like, oh, when we get to this one, right? Honor our parents? We kind of get that one, right? Beyond just like, do my chores, eat my vegetables, listen when they tell me to get up and go to school and do my homework and clean things, right? This is not what the commandment is about. It's sort of about some of that stuff. But let's hear what Martin Luther says about it first. So Martin Luther said, honor your mother and father. And he said, what does this mean? What does das? And he wrote, we are to fear and love God so that we neither despise nor anger our parents and others in authority, but instead honor, serve, obey, love, and respect them. Wow, that's a lot of stuff that we are charged with doing in this commandment. Let's see, honor, serve, obey, love, and respect our parents and those in authority. You know, every time I read this commandment, honor your mother and father, I think about Star Wars. Why? Because I think about the moment, Luke, I am your father, right? And should Luke have honored his father and joined the dark side? Great question. Well, first, let's start off by saying this about this commandment. Who is it about? Is it only about a mom and a dad and a kid? It's about more than that. It's about our parents and those who take care of us. It's about grandparents and aunts and uncles and teachers and those in positions of authority. Whether you have a father and a mother or just one parent or parents of the same gender or no parents at all and have been raised by someone else, this commandment is relating to those people in authority. And why do we need to relate to them, right? Why do we need to do this? Every time we read the commandments, it's kind of like telling someone don't run at a swimming pool, right? What's the first thing you want to do if a lifeguard shouts don't run at you? You want to run more, right? This commandment's like honor your parents, and you're just like, why? My parents kind of stink, right? Well, it's a little bit more complicated than that. We are called by God to honor those who came before us, our elders. Mostly because they do so much for us that we miss. They love us. That alone is worth honoring. They feed us, they clothe us, they hold us when we're sad, they stick with us when we get angry. They never leave us behind. One of the reasons we need to honor them is because they have done so much to get us to the point we are in. Just think about your life right now. What would it be like if you didn't have adults caring for you? Beyond no education, no food, no roof over your head, no cell phone or Chromebook that you're watching this on. Parents do a lot in our lives. Those elders in our lives care for us so much, so we are called to return that care and honor and respect and love them. But one reason we're supposed to do that, I think, is because not only do they care for us, this is a commandment about us caring for them. And no, I'm not talking about bringing in like lunch or breakfast in bed for like Mother's Day or whatever, or buying a present on a birthday. I think we are called to honor and respect our parents because they care for us and we care for them. Fancy word alert right now. It's because we live in what is called a symbiotic relationship. Symbiotic. Strange word, right? It means to be living in a relationship that benefits both. The two parties in the relationship love and serve one another. We're called to honor and love our parents because they give us wisdom. They pass on the history and courage of the elders that allow us to grow and develop and stay safe. They pass on our faith to us. We may think our faith is our own, but believe me, everything you believe about God has been shaped by those who came before you. And at the same time, you care for your elders. How does that look? Yes, it does include, taking out the trash, cleaning up your room, not throwing stuff on the floor. But it also includes the care that only young people can provide for their elders. You come with energy and life and questions of why. You come with exploring the new when us old people, even me, I'll admit, struggle sometimes to adapt and learn new things. You come with the energy to do that. Those two things in common, what the elders bring and what our young people bring, create a symbiotic relationship that is indeed the relationship that God wants to see flourish, because it allows us all to experience love and grace and freedom in new ways. So, beloveds, honor your elders. Say thank you to them. Do your homework. Do your chores. But more than that, care for them. Offer them your love and your support. Offer them your energy and your courage. Offer them your boundless questioning of why. And accept from them their wisdom and knowledge and strength, the strength that comes from listening to the generations before. This doesn't have to be a Darth Vader Luke scenario of family. It can start in simple ways with great love. Like God, the creating parent of all of us. God, the one who fathers us and mothers us. God, the one we honor, has asked us to honor those around us. Hey, if you have any questions about the fourth commandment, ask your pastors. They'd love to have some conversation. Or ask your parents what they think it means to honor and serve them. Until next time, guys, when I see you for commandment number 5, almost halfway through. Stay cool. Love God. Love your neighbor. Love yourself. See y'all.